Hi guys, this is the Master with another one of Masterath's wrestling reviews. This one's a pretty good one actually. This has happened quite recently actually, just a few hours ago. We are here on the aftermath of Hell in a Cell on October 3rd, 2010. Live from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The date, October 3rd. It's lodged, of course, between Night of Champions and Bragging Rights, with a very scary-looking Undertaker on the cover. Now, I'm going to get to the bits later about does this beat the last Hell in a Cell, but at the moment, we're going to stick with this one. Hell in a Cell 2010. So, 7 matches were on the card. 1 match was a dark match. We'll go through that first. Goldust, R-Truth, and Kofi Kingston defeating Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler. Not really that much to talk about in that match, and I think that's probably the first time that Drew McIntyre has actually been in a dark match on a pay-per-view. So, let's go straight to our first match. The first match of the night was for the US Championship in a triple threat submissions count anywhere match. Now, at Breaking Point last year, there was a submissions count anywhere, which was, of course, between DX and Legacy. And it was, of course, this match also deemed to be one of those good ones. So, it was a match between John Morrison, The Miz, and the current US champion Daniel Bryan. Now, to be perfectly honest, everyone predicted for Bryan to win, apart from a few people who thought that Morrison would win. I don't know why that is, but because Bryan is a submission specialist, Morrison and The Miz aren't. Morrison's more of a high flyer, and Miz is more of a brawler, I guess, a brawler or a showman or something like that. Bryan's more a submission specialist and would kill anything with something like a counter mutilation or a label lock or something. But anyway, a lot of submission holds which have sort of been missed, sort of forgotten in the past WWE's, like the Tarantula, done by John Morrison. The Texas Cloverleaf was one of them as well. We haven't seen Texas Cloverleaf for years, since Dean Malenko was in the WWE. But anyway, the winner of that match was Daniel Bryan. He made The Miz tap out to the label lock. So, our second match of the night was the Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. I know, it was weird that match was so far down the card, between Sheamus and Randy Orton. Now, in this match, there was a lot of... well, it's between two roughhouses. You know, two people who could probably pound your face into the dust. Sheamus and Randy Orton. Of course, this rivalry had been going on probably since SummerSlam, when Orton got a shot at Sheamus. Of course, Sheamus won by disqualification, meaning Orton didn't win the championship, but he went on to win the championship at their at the pay-per-view before Hell in a Cell, which was Night of Champions. And Orton defeating Sheamus here tonight at Hell in a Cell with a devastating RKO. Next, we're up to match 3. Now, this match was not supposed to... it wasn't on the card until it was brought in by the unknown Raw general manager. After, of course, what Edge did the week before on Raw. Edge destroying the computer. Well done there, by the way. Is that it would be Alberto Del Rio, the new Mexican submission specialist wrestler on, or MMA star, whatever, on SmackDown, who would basically run his mouth off before Edge would come in with his new gimmick, trying to rid the WWE of stupid. He tried with Jack Swagger on Friday, and today he basically had to go Alberto Del Rio before Swagger came in, and the match was signed Edge versus Jack Swagger. Edge grabbed the victory with a spear. Anyway, we're on to match 4. John Cena versus Wade Barrett. Now, this match is probably the most hyped match of the card. And it was number 4. It was a mid-card. It wasn't really a main event. It was a mid-card. Basically, it's a singles match. If Wade Barrett wins, Cena must join the Nexus. If Cena wins, or the Nexus gets involved, the Nexus would disband. Now, this match certainly had all of the... well, it pushed all the right buttons. It pushed all the right buttons to be an instant classic. And to be honest, it pretty much was. It ended up with Wade Barrett beating John Cena with help of 2 fans. Of course, they were planted, of course. You know, one of them stopped, distracted the referee. The other hit Cena with a foreign object, knocking Cena out cold. Now, my views on John Cena have been well known in the past, from his Super Cena mode to using duct tape to beat Batista. And to be honest, I did want Wade Barrett to win this match. The thing is, though, is it not because I hate Cena, it's because I hate his gimmick of being basically he beats everyone up. He can beat 7 people up on his own or whatever, you know, as normal. But now, since he's joined the Nexus, and he must join the Nexus, and he has, this is going to bring in a whole new window of storylines that they can put, that the WWE can put in now for Cena and the Nexus. They could turn Cena heel or something like that. But it's a bit strange that the exact same arena, the American Airlines Center, where Cena's career started to rocket, which was Survivor Series 03, and where Cena became a face, could have been the same arena where Cena loses and could turn heel. It's a possible heel turn, maybe not, we don't know. But yeah, basically, long story short, Cena is now a member of the Nexus. Now we're up to our 5th of 6 matches on the night. Natalya versus Michelle McCool for the Unified Divas Championship. Now, I don't know why the Divas matches this year are so high up the card. But this match, to be honest, didn't really prove to be that much. It was ended in 6 minutes by disqualification thanks to Layla. Layla throwing her shoe at Natalya. There were a few jokes going around, like Layla misfired. She threw her shoe at Natalya. She was supposed to aim at George Bush. Most of you probably know what that means. Along with the match striker comment, something like Layla is the major heel. Which is how the shoe bit, whatever, match striker's bit weird. But anyway, the main event, we're up to the main event now. Kane versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is a big match. It was, you remember, 13 years ago, Kane debuted in the WWE, costing The Undertaker a shot at the WWE Championship against Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell match. The first Hell in a Cell match in history. And Kane would cost Taker, and this would come full circle in this match, where Paul Bearer once again would screw The Undertaker out of the title and give Kane the opportunity he needed to get him to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. And it was a good match. It was a good match. The last few minutes were intense. It was tombstone, it was choke slam, sit-ups, and everything else. There was everything in there. The referee, Mike Chioda, got uppercutted by Kane. Paul Bearer came in, shined the urn. Taker sat up. Then Taker got blinded by the urn. Kane came in. I think it was choke slam, pin. That's it. And that's basically how. So Kane and Paul Bearer are now a unit. Taker got screwed again by Paul Bearer. If anything, this has probably got to be a probably after what happened at the Great American Bash in 04, when The Undertaker buried Paul Bearer in concrete, or in cement, or whatever it is. I think it was cement. But anyway, so out of 10, I'd give this pay-per-view a 7. It was good. It had some nice matches in it. Some of them did let it down. You know, the Barrett Cena match was great. Some of the matches, though, weren't that good. Kane Taker, they certainly did pull out all the stops for Kane Taker, but the ending was just bad. But the ending wasn't as bad as some others that I've seen. But yeah, the ending was medium, really. But yeah, I'd give this a 7 out of 10. It was a good pay-per-view, and I'll probably say this is probably the 3rd best pay-per-view of the year. Number 1, of course, being WrestleMania 26, and number 2 being the Royal Rumble. So, that's about it from me. I've been the Master, and I'll be seeing you for my next wrestling review. Goodbye!